Spiritual thinkers. Morning. It's about probably 9:30 in the morning, Arizona. Beautiful morning this morning. Rain. I think it rained last night. Or it still might be humid from the other day. But it's pretty nice. Surprisingly, still nice enough to take a walk at 9 in the morning. I'm out here with my little boy, walking him. And we're just breathing in that pranic energy, breathing in that air. And it's funny, when I first started studying Buddhism years and years ago, I noticed how spot on it was, you know? I noticed how it talked about everything as it is, with energy. And that's what I want to, it's what I want to make this video for. Saying, guys, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Not just to the spiritual corruption, or the just the corruption in general that's going on throughout the world, and that has been going on throughout the world, but especially now. Wake up to that if you're not. If you're not, there's there's certain people that are making us think in certain ways, that are putting forth a certain mental and spiritual agenda. They're making us think in certain ways, bringing us further and further from our spiritual nature, making us forget our spiritual nature. And it all started out with, innocent things. Say, for instance, let's go all the way back to Copernicus, Galileo. How they talked about the universe in a mechanistic sense. Now, that in itself isn't bad. But they knew that they were just talking about it. They knew that the universe wasn't that. It just wasn't some mechanistic structure. But that's what the public masses, they understood. That's what they ran with. And there are several other facets for why we think how we've come to feel about the universe today, and our place in it. Now, most of these people, Copernicus, most of the people who wrote the Bibles, who wrote all of that, Newton, Sir Isaac Newton, all of those guys, they were occultists. They understood the spiritual nature of the human, of life. They didn't forget all of that. If you're not awoke to that, yes, wake up to that. Just wake up to that, and as Alan Watts says, there's a hoax going on. He says, there's a hoax going on, and I just thought you guys should know about it. And so he goes on to talk about it. And in a certain sense, in a big way, he wakes people up. But in another way, he doesn't give the show away. He was a very, very learned man, initiated into the mysteries. And he knew what he was talking about. So, if you haven't heard Alan Watts, go listen to Alan Watts. He's, especially the Tao of Philosophy. And there's several other lectures that are out on YouTube that are free online. Go listen to him. And get in the practice of deconditioning your mind. Because if you are really sincere about developing spiritually, which I hope you are, the first thing to do is to decondition your mind. Because there are going to be a lot of concepts that are seemingly contradictory in spiritual science and anthroposophy. And ones that a conditioned mind, in the regular sense of today, will argue with. And that's a hamper that'll put a stop to your spiritual development. You'll only be able to go so far if you have a closed mind. And that's what I really want to say, to wake up to. Not just to all of that other stuff. Wake up to your spiritual nature. Guys, wake up to your spiritual nature. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. The universe isn't some mechanical clockwork thing that just rotates and feeds in on itself. No. It's pervaded with soul and spirit. Just like there's different levels of intelligence throughout the animal kingdom and the human kingdom. You know, insects, birds, fish, mammals, so on and so forth. There are different levels of intelligence within energy. Energy just isn't it's not like just electricity. Or even the whole of energy, what's actually out there, isn't totally included in the spectrum of energy. It's pretty butterfly. And the spectrum of energy that science today accepts. Gamma rays, X-rays, infrared, cosmic rays, so on and so forth. That's all there, but there's more to it. And energy is information. There's information embedded in energy. And so there are different levels of intelligence in energy. And on the very molecular level, when the sperm meets the egg, it's kind of the case of who came first, the chicken or the egg? Because this biology gives way to biology, to life. And even on a molecular level, chemicals is just an amalgamation of energy. I mean, you might remember what an atom is supposed to look like, kind of like a mini solar system. That's not really what an atom looks like. It looks like it's not little balls going around a nucleus. It's a little ball of energy. Just pure energy. And so chemicals are an amalgamation of that. And that's star stuff, and that gives way to us. Even on that level, you are energy. You're just energy that has grown out. As Alan Watts says, we are an aperture through which the universe looks at itself. We are an aperture through which the universe looks at itself. Which is very poetic. It's very inspiring. So I hope you're having a good day, spiritual thinkers. I'm having a wonderful day. Started it out wonderful. Had an awesome shake, some avocado, frozen fruit, carrot juice. I'm outside in nature, surrounded by spirit, breathing in. And I hope you're having a good day. And I hope you're breathing. I hope you're breathing in. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more inspiration, and I'll most likely upload some tips on how to develop spiritually, how to develop your spirit, to be able to grow your spiritual organs, your spiritual eyes and ears. It's a way of thinking. It's a way of thinking. It's a meditation, and just a way of thinking and developing your thought. So, if you're like me, I was very anxious and scared and worried and all that. And sometimes I still do. But I had to decondition my mind. Go ahead and do that. You're not going to lose anything. There's no shame in saying my mind's conditioned. It's just the way it is nowadays. Especially nowadays. We have all of this spiritual knowledge at our fingertips. We have all these gifts, these keys of initiation at our fingertips for public consumption. Take advantage of that. Study Dr. Rudolf Steiner. Before it's too late. Before your spirit becomes really imprisoned in what's going on. It's crazy what's going on. Thank you for watching, Spiritual Thinkers. This is Thinking Spiritually 343. I'll see you next time.